Reba here. Welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So this morning I woke up, got my kids off to school, and then for a few minutes I was relaxing and I was watching some of my favorite YouTubers and their videos that they pretty much put up almost on a daily basis, or it just depends. Some people put up different videos at different times, and I watch a variety of videos and different types of homesteading channels. I just don't watch one particular type. And some people live in the city, and some people live in the country. Some people live in the desert. Some people live way up north. And everybody's homesteads look completely different. And what they're doing on their homesteads all look completely different. Some people start their days out with coffee. Some start their days out with just sharing what they're doing on their homestead, the new projects that they're working on. It's really, really interesting to see what everybody's doing in the community of homesteading. And I was watching another video, and I don't want to be judgmental. And I pray that I'm not being judgmental, but I know part of me is being a little judgmental. And I was watching her, and she wasn't really ranting, but in a way she was ranting. And I think we all rant. You guys have heard me rant on my videos, I should say, in the past. And I think we're all prone to a little bit of ranting. But the reason why I watch the channels that people are maybe having a cup of coffee, or if they're getting certain animals or anything like that, and that's about as far as into detail I'm gonna go. But we're all at different areas. Some people may say that you're fluffing the channel up, or what have you. But see, in a way she's coming off like she's not being judgmental, but then she is being judgmental, but then I'm being judgmental of her, and we're all judgmental. That's the problem. And I was trying to think about it, and I'm like, okay, God, how do I process this? And I started thinking about how she's actually being judgmental of other channels. And then she's talking about just her channel and how she only, what you get on her channel is what you get. You're not getting any, fluffing business. Her just living her life. And I love that. I love that she's just going to live her life. But she doesn't have to tell us that she's just going to live her life. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to tell us or hint at other channels having certain animals, or whether or not they are sharing their cup of coffee with you or whatnot. Those things don't matter. And in a way, it seemed like, and it sounded like she was sharing she almost sounds like she's comparing herself to other homesteaders and what they're doing with their channels and how they run their channels. And I don't think we need to be focused on how other people run their channels. And as a Christian, I feel like how I started the video, I enjoy watching everybody's journey. I have been enjoying watching her journey too. I'm not going to call out names, okay? I'm not going to do that. And I really don't want to other than me saying the fluffing word, and some people might already know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And the cup of coffee. And then I'm not even going to mention the animal, because then you guys would know exactly who I'm talking about. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. And we're all at different stages of homesteading. I'm renting in the city, but I'm trying my hand at homesteading. My homesteading is container pot growing right now. That's my life. This is my stage. This is where I'm at. And so I'm sharing right where I'm at. And I don't share every detail of my life, just like she doesn't share every detail of her life, kind of thing. But it was just ironic. And I was like, I don't want to be one of those channels that compares myself to other channels. But we all do it. We all look at other channels and see what they're doing. We don't all talk about it. And I don't even need to be talking about it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because me talking about it doesn't benefit my channel in any way. Nor does it benefit her channel talking about other channels. Because it's almost like a form of gossip if you really think about it. And I'm not really big into gossip either. But sometimes I think it's okay to talk about the gossip. Like, not that this is gossip, but sometimes it's okay to address gossip, that something is gossip or something like that. But this isn't gossip. None of it is. But I mean, it's just frivolous talk, really. Doesn't do any good. But we all do it. We're all guilty of it. And I love her channel. And why do I love her channel? I don't watch all of her videos, but I do, when I do have a chance, I do watch her channel because I love her honesty. I love her down to earth stuff. But for some reason, I always end up watching the videos where she is complaining about something. And I don't know why. It always ends up being that way. And then I'll go back and I'll watch some of her other videos and where she's not talking about other channels or what other people are doing. Because I think we need to focus on what we're doing. What am I doing in my garden? You know, and we need to not be talking about these things that, you know, comparing our channel as to not having a cup of coffee or not having a certain animal or what have you. We need to be building each other up, I believe. Like, really just saying, you know, hey, I really love Jessica's video today. I love her cup of coffee. I think it's amazing that she's got a smile on her face always, for the most part. Yeah, she looked down in some of her videos recently, but if you remember and if you've been along her journey of her life that she's been sharing with her homesteading, you would realize that last year this time things happened in her life, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to be able to figure out what exactly was going on, because we will go back through a time of mourning during certain times of year depending on things that have happened in our lives, and it's not always about us. It's not always about what's going on in our lives. That, you know, we all live in our own, basically our own little bubbles, our own little universes, and we're not always paying attention to other people. We just think, oh, she's not happy, why isn't she happy? You know, that kind of thing. And I love her videos. I love watching the journey of her homestead, the growth she's had in her garden, the things that she shares. I absolutely love going to her channel and seeing everything she's doing on her channel, because she's moving so much and growing so much. And even during the times of the year where in previous years something sad has happened, she works through it. And I understand, and I pray for her during these times, because I understand, you know, when we've lost people we love and that sort of thing, you start cluing in on things when you've taken the time to either watch her videos and know exactly what's going on. And not everybody's gonna cue into those kind of things, but I'm one of those people. I knew exactly why she was sad a couple weeks ago in some of her videos. I knew exactly what was going on. And so had I not been there for a very long time, or watching her channel for very long, I wouldn't have known. But I love her fluff videos. And I love her fluffy little bunny that she recently just got. Am I going to run out and buy one? No. And just like this other gal was saying, just because somebody's got an animal doesn't mean you need to have that animal too. And I get that. It's everybody's choice. You know what I mean? But that was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know why we talk about the things we talk about, and why I think sometimes we talk about them just trying to like process them in our mind. And I was like, why does Why does this other lady always feel like she's got to compare her YouTube channel? Like, I come here on my channel and I share what's going on in my garden with you guys. And I don't feel like I have to bring up other channels, like, and compare my homesteading channel to that of what other homesteading channels are doing. I think that's probably my main point here, actually. Okay, so all this talking, and I'm a woman, so this is the way I process, by talking, okay? But that's really it, you guys. That's the point. Wow. So, yeah. So now I need to re-listen to this. Sometimes it's good just to be silent. I'm back. I took some time to be silent. Hopefully you paused the video and took some time for yourself. The point, we don't have to compare ourselves to each other. That's the point. What I'm doing in my garden, in my homesteading journey, has nothing to do with other people's channels. It has nothing to do with their cup of coffee. My cup of coffee is my cup of coffee. If I want to share my cup of coffee, I've got it right here. It's right there on my handy dandy barbecue grill next to a rose that's trying to bloom and my pen that I must have been using for something. But I made Turkish style coffee today. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the coffee. Who cares? Who cares? I'm here sharing my garden, what I'm doing, how I'm learning. This is how other people learn. They learn from others. We all come together. We're all doing it differently. That's the most amazing part right there. You guys, the point is, I've already said it twice now. We don't have to compare the way we homestead with the way other people homestead. Just saying. I'm in the city. I'm container pot growing. I have a decent sized backyard. I'm pretty blessed. But I also started before this in an apartment with just a little spot by my front door. Okay? You can start small. You can start with growing things in your house. Heavens, you can start with an animal in your apartment. Just saying. We all start somewhere in this journey if you're getting into the homesteading stuff. Homesteading is just the cultivation of a piece of land, you guys. Everybody's, I don't know, some people are taking it a little bit more serious than others. It's a cultivation of land of some sort, whether you are raising animals, whether you are having gardens and doing like traditional farming. There's so many aspects to it. I mean, you could be growing lumber on your land and that's considered a form of homesteading. You could just be tending to the ground. You could have lush, lavish, like English gardens and it's a form of homesteading. You could have a home-based business off of a piece of land. And because you are using the land to make you like your home-based business kind of thing, that's a form of homesteading. As long as the land that you're using is being used in some capacity to benefit the ground and the earth and stuff. I mean, just go look up the homesteading definition and you'll find that it's pretty broad. Um, and so, yeah, we just all need to stop comparing each other to each other, ourselves to each other, whatever. I get so tongue-tied sometimes, but I'm not trying to come from a place of any kind of malice or anything like that. I have no ill, like, I'm going to set my coffee down because seriously, I can't talk and drink too. So I'm not coming from a place of malice. I have nothing against this other channel at all. Nothing. Like, I absolutely love her channel. Love it. But at the same time, we don't need to compare. Like, I'm not comparing at all. Okay? I'm just a bystander here, just kind of making a comment, and I'm not going to call out the channel at all. But I love her channel. She kind of reminds me of my sister, actually, my oldest sister, and her hard work ethic, and her physique. Actually, she reminds me a lot of my sister, a lot, and that's a good thing, because she's also a no fuss, no frills, get it done kind of lady, and I'm more of a, I guess, what my sister and this other lady would call a little bit of a fluffer. But then that's just who I am. Whatever. Whatever, you know? We all do things differently. And we don't need to call out other channels. We don't need to say, hey, look what this channel's doing. Look how I'm doing it better or anything like that. I mean, clearly, she's got 100,000 subscribers. Heavens. Like, not even 500 over here. It's all good, you guys. It doesn't matter. Those things don't matter. Our subscribers don't. That doesn't. It shouldn't be what fuels us at all. The amount of subscribers we have shouldn't fuel our love for what we do. I love making videos because I get to share my life with other people, and also get to share my faith with other people. And you won't see me making these kind of videos very often, just saying, where I talk about other things other people talk about, because I'm not generally that kind of person that wants to make those kind of videos, because I don't want to get dragged into that loop of homestead drama that I've seen in the past, where people kind of get their followers all riled up, and then their followers go and basically attack the other channels, even though the people say they don't want the other people doing it. By talking about it, we do it to each other instead of building each other up. So if you know who I'm talking about, go to her channel, watch her channels. She's amazing. She's an awesome homesteader, and she needs to focus on what she's doing. Just like she says in her videos, she's going to focus on her life. She needs to focus on her life. I generally focus on my life too, but I also love to see what she's sharing in her life. And I like to see, there's so many people I watch. I watch people that live in the north. I watch people on the East Coast. I watch people down in Florida. I watch people in Texas. I watch people in, like, the desert, like New Mexico or Arizona. I watch people out in California. I watch people up here where I'm at, in the Pacific Northwest. I watch people on the way out of Pacific Northwest, still in the Pacific Northwest, but like Idaho area. I watch people all the way, all over America. I watch everybody. And you know what is amazing about everybody's channel that I watch? From the East Coast to the West Coast, they're all different. We're all different. Some people have animals. Some people have tiny gardens. Some people have large gardens. Some people are doing like I'm doing, container pot growing. Some people are transitioning into growing some things in container pots because they're finding that it works better alongside with their big gardens. But I think the main thing here is we need to stop focusing on the things that separate us, and we need to focus on the things that bring us together. And that's the love of our homesteading journeys. And we need to celebrate our diversity. Because while we're all different, we're all kind of the same. And we're all just human. We all fall into this judgment of one another and other channels versus our channels. I think we're all guilty on some level, even if we don't always talk about it. Like, I look at other channels and I'm like, oh boy, I wish I had the amount of subscribers they have. But they didn't get there overnight. Some of them might have, but you know, everybody's blessed in different I was going to say capacities, but that's not right. We're all blessed at different stages in our journeys. And that's the most amazing thing. Because some of us, it takes a long time to get our channels, out there. And other people's channels, they just blow up. And all of a sudden, they've got like 100,000 subscribers in a small amount of time. And then others, it takes them a long time to get there. And you know what? Those things don't matter. The numbers don't matter. What matters is what makes you happy. Where are you at? Where are you at in your homesteading journey? If you are into homesteading, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could be watching these channels and you're not into homesteading. You just like the idea of it. I watch a lot of channels like that too, where I'm not really into, or will I ever be into, what they're doing, but I just find it fascinating, so I watch. And maybe one day your journey's going to be something else. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, guys. Splice the two together. And I'll catch you guys in another video. Just remember, don't compare yourself to other people. We all walk different paths. And I encourage you all to go, be loving, and enjoy your cup of coffees with one another, your tea, or working hard side by side with one another. Whatever it is that you find happiness in, go do that. Go do that. I'm in my garden right now. This is my happy place. And I get to enjoy it a few days before I have to go back to work. And I've already been called in, you guys, to my new job. And I had a really great time working. So I'm looking forward to it. And even with people being negative there, I was trying to get them to be positive. Have you ever tried to try to be positive and get your manager, one of your not store manager, but one of your one of the mod managers tried to encourage them and not to be looking on the downside of things, and try to be positive even in the face of challenges on your second day of meeting them. That's fun. I was basically warned. Hey, don't ever be a manager. It's really hard. They expect you to do things and to have them done that are physically not possible. And while I get that and I understand that, I just told her, do what you can. Keep your chin up and do what you can. That's all you can do. What else can you say? So anyways, you guys, be positive, be loving, be uplifting, be encouraging, be all good things. I love you all. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. Have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.